Speaking of Santa and the holidays, coming up in our water cooler buzz a little bit later, it is the holidays. We've got the stress of shopping, gift giving, and family can sometimes cause a little stress too.
No, really?
And there are times with those family get-togethers we can say things maybe we regret. The author of the new book titled The Secrets of Successful Communication, Kevin McCarney, is going to join us to talk about how we can save ourselves during the holidays. But we want to hear from you. Tell us your holiday horror stories at 515-151. Yeah, you know what you could do too? You could post it on Facebook, but I think if you do that, people may know.
Yeah. Our question is, do you owe it to your ex? I think it's more about what have you said during the holidays that you wish you hadn't said.
I think we have the wrong text question up on the screen.
Oh, was that what it was?
Although if you want to tell us about your ex, whatever.
Well, that could be part of your holiday horror stories as well.
That was kind of weird.
Now I'm confused.
So we're talking about holiday horror stories in the water cooler buzz. That's what you can text us.
Yes.
We'll leave the X's for another time. All right.
We'll cover that ground.
901, let's talk traffic with Ginger Jen. Hey, Ginger.
Hi. Time now for the, did I say that out loud, edition of the Water Cooler Buzz. It's the holidays, the stress of shopping, gift giving, and family can cause us to say things we regret out of anger, frustration, envy, or just unresolved issues.
Cringeworthy. Joining us is author Kevin McCarney, author of the new book titled The Secrets of Successful Communication, here to talk about how we can save ourselves, please, during the holidays. We should also point out Kevin is also the founder of the Poquito Más restaurant.
Love that.
27 years experience in communicating with customers as well as employees.
Westwood and Olympic, my daughter's favorite restaurant.
Oh, thank you.
We go all the time.
I think, Kevin, before we get into this holiday issue, what made you think of the idea of toasting the burrito on both?
Oh, you know what? That's a great question. It's because I want the food to be hot even when it travels. And so we started toasting that 22 years ago now. And and thank you very much. It seems to be very popular.
Okay, the job I want, I mean, we're going to talk about your things.
Yeah.
But is the center thing where they put the dough and
the tortillas.
Yes.
That's what you're aspiring to?
Right.
Yeah.
Because they heat them, they make them right there.
Yeah, they do. Fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh tortillas.
That place always.
I apologize for not bringing any.
That's
all right.
Fine.
How
We're
did that
here to feed our brains today. That's what we're feeding, not our stomachs. We want to talk to you about your theory of our big brain versus our little brain. Explain what you mean by that.
Well, the big brain is up here. It's the thinking part of the brain. It's the smart, it's the diplomatic, it's the positive conversation you're going to have and say something. And then the little brain's right next to the mouth. And that kind of spits out the wrong thing at the wrong time in front of the wrong person. Yeah. That's the one that's going to get us in trouble. And so I noticed two different patterns of people over the years, and I distilled them down into the big brain versus little brain.
Where does alcohol fit in? Because alcohol takes away that big brain.
You know what? It fits very well in because when you're the more alcohol you drink, the more active your little brain gets.
And more inactive.
But there is like that one glass of wine sort of buzz that can loosen you up. But then it's that 2 or 3 glass of wine that can get you into trouble.
A great point, because that's when you start feeling more comfortable about what you're saying, and that's when you got to be careful about what you are saying.
And I was going to say this because I think this is the key word with everything is tone.
Yes.
The tone is the message, and that's the one thing we know. When we're babies, we learn communication from our parents first through tone. We have no idea what they're saying, but we know what that tone means. We know that tone means they're upset, they're angry, or they're nervous. And so that we transfer the same thing as we grow older. You can say the same thing to somebody. You go to your kid and you say, "I thought I told you to do your homework." Or you can say, I thought I told you to do your homework. And it's 2 different messages that you're sending. Same exact words. 2 different messages. So during the holidays, it's real important. Watch your tone, because people will read your tone. They'll remember the tone more than they will the words.
So true. This is, I think, interesting too. When we're out and about and everybody's stressed at this time of year more than any other time. You're at the mall, you're trying to find a parking spot. Things start to get on your nerves and you feel like lashing out. What do you do when you have that moment?
You recognize it. If you feel that coming on, if you feel like you're about to hit the horn, or offer a manual gesture of unfriendship, I think it's important just to sit back and say, I'm going to find another parking spot if somebody stole your parking spot. I'm going to be able to make this left turn even though this person in front of me is not going as fast as I want them to. Just take a moment and say, you know what, it's just time. I'm going to be okay. You're going to be late. It's okay.
Breathe.
It's LA.
We had some friends over on Saturday night, and I recognized about an hour before they came over, here were the 12 things that needed to get done, and they couldn't get done. And so I called one of them up, and I'm like, hey, can you bring A, B, and C? Because I just can't do it. And that, because I could tell
Yeah,
in
it helps.
advance.
So you called
knew
your
that.
guests and said, can you bring dinner? Because we
Can you
just...
bring dinner?
Okay, now here's one, and I can predict that everybody's going to have this happen at some point during the holidays. You're at a dinner party or a situation, a family dinner, and you can see something about
Getting
to
weird.
explode.
Yeah.
Do you step in, or do you just keep your nose out of the business?
You know what? It's really important. I think you have to step in sometime and be that designated conversation driver.
Oh.
Because what you can do, if somebody starts, bringing up embarrassing
stuff,
situation,
yeah.
old baggage, or
Yeah.
unresolved conflicts, it's the best time. You've got to be you take it control and steer them away into a more positive conversation. Don't let them go into a little brain conversation where they start up-toning each other and starting to outdo each other.
Oh, it
Well,
can be so awful.
I feel the McCarney family Christmas is very peaceful.
We wanna come over.
After this, the book
Do you have
titled...
Paquito Moss at the family Christmas?
We have in the past, not as much anymore, but we have.
Yeah.
I eat there 5 times a week.
If you need someone to make the tortillas,
You got your man.
Sam's your man. The book is titled Secrets of Successful Communication. You can see Kevin McCarney this coming Monday. He's going to be at a book signing and discussion at the Burbank Public Library on Buena Vista Street. Happy holidays, Kevin. Very nice to meet you.
Boy, we can all
Thank
do it
you.
a little bit better, can't we?
Thank you so much.
Our pleasure, Kevin. Thank you.